Hey guys, Roman here, and I'm going to say something first. This is not the same shirt I've been wearing in the past two videos. No, it's a different gray shirt. It's a Gamescom shirt, not a Star Wars shirt. So anyways, let's move on to the real video. Today's video is thoughts on video game titles, which is a new series I want to start here on my channel. I want to shorten it up, make it TVGT. Yeah, let's make that TVGT. Now, it's going to do multiple video game titles that I've played throughout the throughout my years of video games. Whether it be different platforms or other stuff like that. But I'm going to start off with my favorite game right now, which is StarCraft. Not StarCraft Brood War, but StarCraft 2. The Brood War was a good game. I didn't play it, and I'm sorry to all the fanboys, but I just didn't play it because it didn't really pique my interest that much until later on. But yeah. Let's get started. StarCraft, the original game, came out in March 31st, 1998, if I remember right. The game was popular in itself because Blizzard released it, and Blizzard is the makers of Warcraft, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3, and World of Warcraft, and all the other expansions in between there. So when StarCraft came out, it was one of a more pure RTS, not like Warcraft where it was a hero-based RTS. Though both games were very heavily, RTS based. Just one was a little bit different style than the other. And one took off as a competitive sport and the other one did okay in the competitive scene, but not that much. StarCraft really took off in Korea, with professional tournaments being played all the time and prize money, of some insane amount, well, comparatively, to play video games. And like this is the number 4 sport in Korea behind soccer, basketball, and baseball. And I'm not even lying about that. So the sport became big in Korea. It drew a bunch of people to there. They were curious, how could I become a professional player? And professional gamers have always been around. There was Quake and everything, and that had a professional scene. But like in Korea, StarCraft was like I said, the number 4 sport. So it drew like a big crowd. And it was amazing, and players from all over the world came to Korea to learn from the best and compete with the best. None of them were really that successful because the Koreans, for some reason, were really good at that game. I guess it's just in their blood for some reason, even though it is an American-made game. But, like I was saying, it drew a bunch of people, and the community grew a lot because the internet, is worldwide. So people in the United States started, broadcasting some games in the beginnings of, the internet. Like this game came out in 1998, so it was a little bit of a while before it caught on because the internet wasn't really all that developed. YouTube really didn't exist until 2005, I believe. And that was 2005, wow. So like I was saying, the competitive scene, didn't really reach till the internet really grew, and like such casters like Husky and HD were like broadcasting Brood War games and stuff like that, and like the community started growing. And then StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty came out, or I should say the beta for that came out, and like multiple online tournaments spawned, not too big but small, but significant enough that it brought enough professional players together to compete. Like these tournaments were, brought a community together. It made a community grow. And in such a way that, StarCraft now is like one of the strongest gaming communities out there. And, I know there's other gaming communities, but like one of the more well-known gaming communities out there is StarCraft, the StarCraft community, and the Halo community. Like everybody knows that the Halo community is hilarious and stuff like that with Red versus Blue and stuff like that. And the StarCraft community also grew a lot. So you have these two big communities like battling out. And like, well, I shouldn't say that, but nonetheless, they're two big communities. Some of them are rival to each other, but leave that to the fanboys. I like both communities. I don't have a problem with any of it. But once the actual full game came out, there's tons of tournaments that spawned. The GSL, the Global Star League in Korea, DreamHack, which is the biggest LAN event in the world, I believe, and that's a big tournament in Europe. The United States tournaments, MLG and NASL, IPL. And other various tournaments across the world spawned because of the release of StarCraft 2. And the esports community just kept on growing and growing and growing. And like one of the leaders right now in esports is StarCraft 2. You see most streams on like Twitch TV or Justin TV or Ustream that are like gaming related, and most of them are StarCraft, you know, of players, you know, good, bad, mediocre, in the middle, and like they just, you know, stream because it's fun and stuff like that, and it attracts a crowd. You know, it's StarCraft is kind of like a sport because it's fun to watch, it's pleasing to watch, especially StarCraft 2 because, you know, explosions and whatnot. Like the community grew from that, you know, from Husky and HD, and like, and it just keeps on growing right now. And you know, Day9, one of the leader in esports, pushing, you know, tournaments all around, whether it be amateur tournaments or professional tournaments or just casting an MLG or DreamHack. And like he teaches how to be like a professional player. And like that's what I think was so good about this community. They help each other out so much. Like, you know, a random player that you meet online, and you know, he'll give you tips and tricks, you know, if he's higher ranked and stuff like that. And like amateur tournaments are a great way to do that. You get matched up with like a higher ranked opponent, and you know, at the end of the match you'll be like, hey man, here's some tips. And you know, this helped me out a lot too. And the competitive scene can only, you know, get better from this, because like the skill level is like getting closer and closer to being even with people learning all the tricks and trade of StarCraft 2. You know, Koreans may have the secrets, but you know, the Westerners are catching up. And it's really amazing how much of a growth this community has had over the past few years, I should say. With the growth of the internet, the growth of the community came with it. And it could only grow from there with Heart of the Swarm coming out, StarCraft 2's expansion. And like I said, this is just the beginning of something great. That was kind of cheesy, but like I said, it's the beginning of something, you know, good in the esports community and the video game community in general. So that was my TVGT, I should say. Getting used to still saying that. But yes, thoughts on video game titles. Hope you guys liked watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, and don't forget to check out this website, The Pixel Press, which is a really cool website that posts some really neat articles and stuff like that. They're just starting out, so go check them out. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and stuff like that, and links down below. So yeah, thanks for watching and subscribe. Bye.